Yep, I'm back. 54 keys. And in 2018, man, listen, it's hashtag I'm on your ass. Know that. You know, that's the way we gotta be, man, because I want to see justice for Kenneka. And I want everybody that had something to do with this shit held accountable for that shit, man, because it was so wrong. So today, I want to talk about Bree Bree and this text message that she sent. Um, that's that's in the police report that you can find in the police report, and also UTC time. I know there was a lot of confusion in the beginning about the UTC time, but when I googled that shit, I found that as far as UTC time, it is 6 hours ahead of Chicago. You know, I mean, in the beginning, we were talking about 5 hours. I don't even know where the fuck we got 5 hours from because they were talking about subtract one, add one, and all that shit. But man, listen, let's go over this text message and let's talk about this um, police report from Rosemont. It says on 9/20/2017, I analyzed and reviewed the material from the forensic phone examination of blank personal cell phone. The examination provides detailed information from the phone, including text messages, call logs, pictures, videos, etc. I was not able to observe any pictures or videos that may have been taken at the Crown Plaza Hotel from the night of 9/8/2017 leading into the early morning of 9/9/2017. I was able to observe conversations Abriana had leading up to her attending the party and after Kenneka Jenkins went missing. The text messages are as follows. So before we get into this text message, let me tell you something about this right here. This is what bothered me about this part right here, because although they had all this detailed information from the phone, from Abriana's phone, they weren't able to get any pictures or videos from the night of the 8th leading into the early morning of the 9th. And you can't tell me that this little girl didn't have her motherfucking phone out, like she wasn't recording and taking pictures and all that good shit, thinking she was on some fly shit. You know how motherfuckers do. Um, so my thing is, why wasn't they able to retrieve any pictures or videos, but yet they got text messages and call logs? Nah, what I think happened is Bree was smart and she got that shit up off her phone, because I think she had some shit on her phone too, as far as videos of what happened to Kenneka and pictures and shit. You know, I think shit that might show that Bree probably smarter than the rest of them bitches. I mean, because hell, I just talked to y'all about the text message that Monifa sent Irene with the fucking video in it. You know, Bree didn't do that shit, man. It sounded like to me that Bree got rid of all that shit. So, you know, maybe she is the smartest. But anyway, UTC time, when we talk about being ahead 6 hours, the first text message that Bree sent was on 9/9/2017, 4:35:05 a.m. UTC. So if we take into account the 6 hour difference, that takes us back to 10:35. Not 11:35, 10:35. And Bree says, not yet. I'm finna get in the car with Kenneka and go park her by her house, because you don't even know the bitch had a donut on her car. Bree crazy as hell. She crazy for that. But then on 9/9/2017 at 4:38 a.m. UTC, she says, yeah, she ain't even tell me. I just noticed it myself. In that hotel in Rosemont, I don't want to be driving on the E-way like that. So what this tells me is that 10:38, because again, there's a 6 hour difference. At 10:38, she's saying that she just noticed that there's a donut on the car. Now, Kenneka mama and them, everybody was talking about, oh, they left the house at 11:30 and all that shit. I don't think that's the truth. I think they left a lot earlier than that, probably 10:30. You know what I mean? Because by the time she get Bree at 10:38 is saying she just noticed that there's a fucking donut on the car and she don't want to be riding like that. And I feel it though. I ain't even mad at her for that shit. I wouldn't want to ride like that either. But then this one text message that really stood out to me was on September the 9th, 2017 at 9:05 a.m. UTC. So that means that it was sent at 3:05 Chicago time. Okay? And the reason why I think that they may have arrived at that party earlier than they first let on, you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking she got there at 1:13, like like a little after 1 o'clock in the morning. But they had this piece of evidence from the Rosemont police, and it's from a little guy that was at the party who was a juvenile who needed his mama with him at the fucking police station. His young ass shouldn't even been at the fucking hotel party. But anyway, if you look in the second paragraph, he says that he was present that night on the 9th, and he arrived at 2100 hours and left around 400 hours. So you got there at 9 o'clock, nigga? You was there at 9 o'clock from 9 to 4? Shit, I don't think Irene them got to the motherfucker till about 10. You know, oh well. But most importantly about his statement is the fact that he says at approximately 2300 hours, Kenneka arrived with 2 female friends. Now, for all you who don't know what military time is, 2300 hours? That's 11 o'clock. So my thing is, I'm like, damn, why would he say that? Like, I mean, they got there at 2300 hours? That's 11 o'clock. That's why, I'm starting to think that they got there a little earlier. And then, Planet of the Fakes just came out with some shit where they were saying that they found out that Irene Live was at 11:36 instead of 1:36. And it makes sense. If she got there at 11, remember she sent that text message like at 11:02, talking about let me be a thought in peace type shit. Like she was running from a nigga like a motherfucker was trying to hawk her down type shit. But since we going back to the beginning, remember this dude from the beginning with this voicemail message?
After the niggas was trying to fuck her, they was trying to run her. She wasn't for the run, the train shit. She was fucking with one nigga. Maya showed me part of the video, but where it showed her throwing the nigga down on the bed and get on top of him like kiss him. Then she rolls over him, but no one knows that part of that type shit. But she fucking after she did what she did, they was chilling, they was smoking and shit. And she ducked off on her own. You feel me? Like she ducked off on her own type shit. That's when they got her on video walking past the front desk.
I believe it. Because if we look at this time right here, they wanted us to believe that these girls came in at 1:14. When really, if you look on the left hand side, it's saying like 12:13. I believe that because remember when she hit this hallway, she cut off to the right and everybody else went to the left. And it was like, damn, where'd she go? You know what I mean? So I'm thinking that she got there early. And remember when Straight Drop found that footage in Irene glasses where he showed where somebody was climbing on top of somebody on the bed. That's what dude was saying. Dude was saying that Shamaya sent him video of that and he was like, don't nobody know that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, okay, well, maybe he was telling the truth. And like right after that happened, maybe they left. Maybe they went and got a Bluetooth speaker or, you know what I mean, or whatever. But like they left and went and got something and came back. And I think that footage that we see them walking in that hotel is not the first time that Kenneka had been there. But I think Kenneka, hooked up with some dude. Don't forget this
after
shit.
The niggas was trying to fuck her, they was trying to run her. She wasn't for the run, the train shit. She was fucking with one nigga. She showed Maya showed me part of the video, but where it showed her throwing the nigga down on the bed and get on top of him like kiss him. Then she rolls over him, but no one knows that part of that type shit. But she fucking after she did what she did, they was chilling, they was smoking and shit. And she ducked off on her own. You feel me? Like she ducked off on her own type shit. That's when they got her on video.
I believe it. I believe it. Because if we go by that footage, and that footage showed them coming in at 12:12 instead of 1:13, I mean, I'm thinking they was there already and at some point they left. Because remember if Irene's live is at 11:36, he's talking about this dude getting, or Kenneka getting up on some dude or whatever. Straight Drop found that shit in her glasses, so that makes sense. So after that happened, they left, they dipped off. You know what I mean? Came back with some shit. They might, like I said, they might have went and got that Bluetooth speaker. But remember this shit right here. At 9/9/2017, at 6:20:11 a.m. UTC. That means that it is 12:20. Kenneka sent somebody a text and said, "I'm ready to go." And to me, that didn't sound like no text message between some motherfuckers in the same room. That sounded like some text messages between a motherfucker who was in different areas of the hotel type shit. Because at 9/9/2017, at 6:58 a.m. UTC, which would be 12:58, somebody says, "Me too," and I said it looked like his dick little. Okay, so first off, who the fuck dick little? And who she talking to? This is crazy. This is crazy. I think Kenneka she did. I think she dipped off. You know what I mean? And and I think that, you know, something happened to her. And then we see her getting out of the elevator at 2:26, not 3:30, not no shit like that. The timing is off, y'all. But I'm on their ass. And like I said, I'm about to do this in part, so I got another part coming, and I'm about to try to put this shit together, man. But you know, we got to clear up a lot of this confusion, man. And if we're gonna go back to the beginning, let's go back and see what we had then versus what we have now.